From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
Yeah, it's a pretty good-sized traveler's advisory running from Arizona, all right, and then all the way into Tennessee. And then it turns into a winter storm watch. That's because the snow is going to be heavier, and the storm's going to kind of ramp up just a bit. But right now, this is over 2,000 miles in length. So pretty good storm coming out. Oklahoma, we'll get the middle of it there. But again, this will not be as big as our last sleet storm or our first winter storm where we had, you know, all the heavy snow. We're going to get enough snow out of this to give us some travel problems, sure. And it's developing right now. This is the band of snow that continues to develop. It will develop overnight. At the same time, it will continue to sag down to the south. Right now, Wichita seeing snow back to Guyman. It's going to get a little bit heavier. It will kind of fan out, become a little bit larger as it pushes on to the southeast. Light snow now out in Beaver and up towards Hooker and Liberal and Ashland, Kansas, also Pratt, Kansas, Wichita. Not much going on there yet except some very light snow and a few flurries up near Brayman and Blackwell, and that is about it. But this will continue to increase overnight tonight. And with that, traveler's advisory overnight into tomorrow morning for all of our 77 counties, because we're all going to see a little bit of snow. Some places, well, a little more than others. Here in Oklahoma City, great shot of downtown, looking nice. But it is cold. 27 degrees in Oklahoma City, a north wind at 22. Here's what matters. Stepping out right now, it feels like 13 degrees in Oklahoma City. It is down to a 26 in El Reno, 29 in Shawnee, 28 in Stillwater. The cold front has now left Oklahoma, the Arctic front. We have 40s, 30s, 20s, and teens in the Panhandle. We will be in the teens and low 20s by tomorrow morning. It's just going to keep getting colder. And the wind right now, 10 to 20 to 30 miles per hour, running from the southwest metro down to Altus. Just had a wind gust in Minco to 38 miles per hour. So wind chills in the teens, single digits in the northwest. So wind chills in the morning, they'll be about 5 to 10 degrees colder than that. All right, so let's bring it in. There's that snow developing overnight tonight. There's 1 o'clock in the morning. Take you through at 4 o'clock in the morning. And this is when Lacey is going to be out here in the morning, early on at 4 a.m. There's the snow running from Missouri down into Oklahoma City, out I-40 into the Texas Panhandle. This will be light to moderate snow. And again, this is not a major winter storm, but it's enough to give us travel problems in the morning, at least for a while. All right, so there's 7 a.m. Still a pretty decent band of snow. The peach showing up. That's going to be some light ice, freezing drizzle, maybe a little sleet. There's 9 a.m. It's still hanging around. It's going to be fairly light to moderate. And then by noon, still that band of snow hanging around. And then for the afternoon, it shoves into eastern and southeastern Oklahoma. And then it is out of here. All right, so it's a short storm system, doesn't last long. Snowfall amount, still think on average about an inch across the metro. There could be some pockets that pick up 2 inches, and then we'll say 1 to locally 2 to 3 across northern Oklahoma, Norman south, an inch or less, or up to an inch, if you will, down to the south of Oklahoma City. And then again, I still think 1 to 3 scattered in the north and northeast, 1 to 2 there in that light blue. That's along I-40 and to the north. And then south of I-40, snow amounts are going to be less, but that little heavier band kind of makes its way off into eastern Oklahoma. A little bit of sleet, not much. A trace up to 1/4 of an inch down south. Not much ice, a light glaze at best with some freezing drizzle just before that snow begins to fall. And so for tonight, late tonight into your Friday morning, road conditions will be at their worst in the morning for a while. Now, we're not going to be completely shut down in here, but there will be, especially the bridges and the overpasses, and even some of the main roads, less traveled roads. You're going to have some problems there, but this is going to be mainly a morning event, and by the afternoon, the roads will improve, I think, really quite a bit. All right, so overnight, the snow in the northwest, it expands, it slides south and east. We see a little bit of light ice, sleet, but that's going to change to all snow. 100% chance in Oklahoma City after 3 a.m. that we start to see that light winter mix, mainly going to snow. All right, lows tonight, teens and 20s, wind chills in the morning in the single digits and teens, even below 0 with wind chills in the northwest. It will be cold. And then tomorrow morning, snow still hangs around southwestern, western, central, and eastern Oklahoma. Okay, and then for tomorrow afternoon, highs in the 30s, above freezing for most of us. So we'll do a pretty good job on the snow that's on the roads to improve the roads tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, the snow will be in the southeast. It'll be moving out off into Arkansas. And future roads, yep, snow-covered roads overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. They're 6 a.m. This is one of our in-house computer models only on News 9, showing you where we're going to have snow on the roadways coming up in the morning. All right, so some schools have closed. Sure, I get it. Are just basically working from home. Morning snow, afternoon it ends. A high of 33. Saturday, a high of 49. Look at your weekend. We're talking about a big warm up because the snow is not going to be hanging around very long. It's just not going to be enough to stick around very long. It's going to melt quickly. It won't hang around like the sleet did for 9 years, as I recall. Slight chance for a shower Monday, little system Monday, not much moisture, and then a stronger storm, possibly more rain by the end of next week. So
Still got any sleet out there?
I had a guy last week send me a picture and said, still have a pile, and he had a pile, and I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah, for sure.